Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the People Connect podcast. I am your host, Nichelle Womack, the Startup CEO, helping you to start, market, grow, and profit in your own enterprise as the CEO of you, helping you to take that side hustle and turn it into your main hustle so you can take those coins and turn them into dollars and start manifesting in your wealth. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, we are going to talk about 6 types of Instagram posts that aren't photos that allows you to be seen, heard, and recognized by your target audience. We know that Instagram has been changing its algorithm. Facebook has been changing its algorithm. And their ultimate goal literally is to keep us on the platform. But if you are a quote unquote influencer or someone who is just beginning your ride of these 2 social media platforms, then you perhaps may be feeling some type of overwhelming taking place. I know I personally have been on Instagram since about 2012, been marketing as my business for 2012, and I literally started, I want to say perhaps maybe 100 to 300 followers. And a lot of those followers came from Facebook and began as friends and family following me over there. And when I initially set it up, again, it's a business page. It was a business page then, and it's still a business page now. But I look at the growth, organic growth that I've had over Instagram, and it's been slow and steady. And if you're doing Instagram for business, then, that slow and steady seems sometimes kind of disenchanting, or perhaps maybe feeling like you're not meeting your goals and objectives. I really just want you to feel comforting in knowing that it doesn't matter how many followers, quote unquote. I don't like the word followers. I prefer relationships. That's what I think of the people that are connected with me to be relationships. But followers, you can have literally 300 to 500, 1,000, no matter how many people that are connected with you, you can build a really, really close bond and relationship with them. And as a business owner, you literally want to start thinking like that. Because I've shared this with you plenty of times before. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And as a business owner, you want to care about your customers, what they're doing, what's going on in their family, who they're connected with, and how you can become connected with them as well. Remember, I said also that they may not be for your business. They may be an avid supporter. And I know I have a lot of those on my page. Avid supporters are people that are just there to like my posts and agree with me and kind of pub you up a little bit. You want to keep those people in your circle, but you literally want to be able to communicate with your circle on a consistent basis where they know you and you know them. So when we're talking about Instagram, and, Instagram really, the platform was designed for photos and all that kind of good stuff. You want to make sure you're still taking great photos. I go through some of my friends' pages, and I know a lot of them, some are business owners, some are not, some are trying to get into business. And I always say this, you really want to be mindful of what you post, the comments you post on your page, because even though you may not be that may not be the perception that you're trying to perceive for yourself, that's what people see. And so if you want to be a hit on Instagram, then you really have to know how to, first of all, take great photos and make sure the photos that you post or the message that you post, that it represents you, especially as a business owner. Instagram was really thought of as a visual medium where it was just photographic images of things and all that kind of stuff. But if you don't know how to take great photos, and if you're going to be running a successful account, you really want to make sure that everything, especially for your brand, and remember I told you before, brand is more than a color. It's a message, it's a feeling, it's an experience that you're giving the people that are coming to your page. So you really, really want to pay attention to that. A photo that does not demonstrate what your page represents can really be take away from what message you're trying to convey. So the wrong thing that you want to do is there's actually a number of ways to get good images for Instagram without being a photographer. I mean, I literally have learned to love photography, making sure my pictures look good. I mean, that's just on any platform. You want to make sure, but you kind of grow into a photographer. And it's a little bit more than that. You want to be successful at every medium that you're marketing yourself as your brand on. So some great examples that you can use to impact your social media, Instagram in particular, is text message. You know, people love quotes. People love quotes, and Instagram lends itself well to text messages, inspiring quotes. These quotes can be short stories, or they can be any kind of funny memes that has a quote. And so these could be top stock imagery that you get on the different text imagery software, online apps and things of that nature. And it can literally be just a text message on a plain black background, whether it's white or black or any color, to represent your brand. And if people respond to those quotes you're sharing, then people may follow you or connect with you, as I like to say, as always. So text messages are really good because you can put your message, what you're thinking, something about your business, asking a question, or whatever it may be. You can post that on your IG page. It does not always have to be a picture. It can be a text message asking those type of things. And then there's cartoons. Now, cartoons are struggling to really thrive online, especially on sites like YouTube. And I have literally fallen in love with YouTube within the last month or two. That too, I've been on that platform since probably about 2012, but I literally just got real serious with it this year and start looking at it a little bit more like a business versus just things that I'm posting up there. But little funny memes can go a long way on your Instagram page, and something that really represents what you do. Cartoonists, for example, are really thriving right now on Instagram. People that do the little different handwriting and all that kind of stuff. People like to see that. So if you are a dab at hand or a digital art or anything of that nature, go ahead and give that a try and see how that helps you as far as growing your business and your brand. Another thing that people love on IG are videos. And that too, I'm becoming more proficient in putting videos up. People relate to you better when they can see you, when they can feel your conversation, when they can see what you represent for your brand. People love video. Video actually gives greater engagement than photos on any platform, particularly Facebook and Instagram. Videos. People like to see videos. So, sure, you can pretty much put an image up there, but when you take short videos with your smartphone or any other camera, you can even use screenshots and screen captures for things like tutorials, doing little, because I think on the platform itself, when you're doing I remember it used to be 10 minutes and 10 seconds, then it went up to 15 seconds, and now it's like 60 seconds, a whole minute, and you can really say a lot in a minute. And on a story, it's about 15 seconds. Can't say much on there, but you can really kind of give people a taste of who you are and kind of throw some quizzes out there to give them quick tips and things within 15 seconds. But a minute on the page of your IG account, that is a long time. It really is a long time to build rapport, to engage with your connections, and really let them know who you are. I utilize mine for tips. I give a 1-minute tip. I also give commentary, things of that nature. And I really like the fact that they've added IGTV to it, because obviously you can do longer on there. But still, the little 1-minute videos that you put on your main page are really teasers to let people get into who you are as a person and as a business owner. So really think about doing more videos. If you're afraid of doing videos, I've shared this once before, just start talking in front of a mirror and maybe in front of your family and have them critique you and see some things that you're doing and that you can possibly do better. The more you get in front of the camera, the less afraid you'll be. Another thing I like that Instagram has are the boomerangs, and those are really like little kind of cartoony-ish to me. But little presentations that they give you, the boomerangs, where you just pop in, pop out, just a couple of seconds, you bounce back and forth, kind of do weird things, turn flips, things of that nature. They're very trendy, and there's an app on IG, and then there's a separate app as well that makes it easy for you to do that. So think about those as well. If you ever get bored, don't have anything to post, try doing something funny, something that your audience can engage in with a boomerang. I think those are really always great things to add into the dialogue of your text. I mean, to me, it's a boring platform when you just do the same thing over and over again. A lot of times your connections, your followers, they want to see different types of engagement, showing different type of personalities of you. Another thing, music, if you're musically inclined, if you sing, different snippets on music and Instagram are really great. Post an image with a title and then have it play a background of music for a minute. Now, you want to be careful with this because music is copyrighted for the most part. And if you don't have permission to share it, you want to get permission. And you always want to notate in the bio, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram, that you don't own the rights to this music, and give credit to who the music is from, because you don't want to land in jail. You don't want to land in Facebook jail, IG jail, and you don't want to be breaking copyright laws. Okay. So it's very important that when you are even sharing photos of other people or copying from somebody else's page, give people credit. I never understood why people don't give people credit where they got the post from. Not only does that make a connection with you and the other person, it shows that you are furthermore an ethical person in how you do business. So stop stealing people photos. Stop doing that. Give people credit from where you get things, especially when it comes to something that you don't own, that you're not even aware or not if it's copyrighted, because you can really get in some different deep infringement laws when you are not giving people credit for what they own and what they do. And another thing that I want to share with you is about stories and live. Now, stories, I am very consistent on that. These are really just simple examples that you can actually succeed on Instagram with. But stories are great. Again, as I mentioned, it's like a little touch of who you are. And if you're afraid to do lives, stories are great to do because it's really short. You don't even have to show your face. I know people that are very successful on the platform and they don't show their face. They may show, they may be live near water or something. I have a couple of friends that are near California or in California, and they talk and they're just showing the ocean. I mean, you may show the sunshine or something that you're talking about, giving an example. You don't necessarily have to show your face if you're afraid to get on camera, but your presence of being on video helps out a lot. And then lives. I don't do many lives on Instagram, and one thing that I said I was going to do in this third quarter here is that I was going to try to do more lives. I like lives, but I like it more on Periscope. I like it more on YouTube and Facebook. I don't know what it is. I have not gotten into the lives with IG yet, but that's something that I personally am going to strive to do more of, because lives, again, bring a connection with you and your audience. And people buy from people they know, like, trust, and respect. So if you are a new entrepreneur, a budding entrepreneur, somebody that's interested in starting a business, marketing, growing, and all that kind of stuff, these tips that I've shared with you, if you're not on social media, if you're not actively engaged, then you literally want to do that. I'm going to throw in another tip here. I often see people stating that they don't get any engagement. Now, I have to stress this clearly. If you're not engaging with other people, how do you expect them to engage with you? Okay. I often see people that get comments on their page, and the page owner never responds to their comments. And then there's a lot of people out here that talk to entertainers. Like, the entertainer is going to address you personally. You got people that you're connected with that are live people that want to communicate with you, but yet you go and communicate with quote unquote a celebrity, and they're not going to communicate back with you. So get more engaged with your audience. No matter if you have 100 connections, followers, quote unquote, or 1,000, it doesn't matter. Talk to the people that are connected with you. Build a relationship with them on a consistent, ongoing basis. That's how you build your platform. People want to talk to you. They want to know that you're real, that you are human just like them. And the more engagement that you build with your audience, you'll find more connection and you'll build your site together. Okay. Like I said, I've been on Instagram since 2012 and I'm probably at maybe 4,600 connections. And if you're not connected with me, go ahead and connect with me at Nichelle Womack. That's N as in Nancy, Ichelle, Womack, Womack, at Nichelle Womack. I daily post tips, strategies, pictures, information, and all of that on my IG site. And as I mentioned, I just got literally serious about YouTube, and you can go subscribe at YouTube Nichelle Womack, www.youtube.com/Nichelle Womack. And I'm doing majority of my videos over there, getting a little bit more detail, picking up engagement, again, communicating with people that watch my videos, and just on the platform, meeting new people. And another thing I want to mention to you about Instagram that I literally love is that unlike Facebook, Instagram gives you the ability to go meet so many people. I mean, tons of people. I've met people from all over the world. And it's through literally hashtags. It's through literally connecting with people that are connected with me and commenting on their posts and then getting connected with people they're connected with. And there's just so much opportunity to build a huge base over on that platform. And I like that better because on Facebook, most of the time you're only connected with your friends and your family, and you're kind of limited, from there. I mean, there's opportunity there, but you're still kind of limited versus whereas Instagram give you leverage to meet people through hashtags and just communicating and meeting people from the people you're already connected with. So while these aren't examples of regular types of posts, you can actually run and build a successful account that is primarily a place for story and live feeds. This might mean bringing other people along with you on your adventures, which I think is so exciting as well, or perhaps even behind the scenes of your business. It's really interesting to engage with other people through your channel and by word of mouth. And you can even do the IGTV, as I mentioned before, which is growing. And I love it. I cannot wait until they start compensating content creators on IGTV. I think it's going to be a game changer then. They're in competition with YouTube. And I think once they start paying us content creators, I think you're going to see an influx of much success with IGTV. So if you don't do anything but post once a month on IGTV, make sure you do it. Try to do it at least once a week. But if you can only get on there once a week to share tips, share strategies, or whatever it is to help grow your business, that's great. Bottom line, show up, be present, and always engage with your audience. I hope these tips have helped. I'm Nichelle, the Startup CEO. Connect with me on Instagram at Nichelle Womack. And if you like this broadcast, I would really, really appreciate it if you would go into iTunes and comment what you think about the podcast. The People Connect podcast, we've literally been live for about 2 years now. And we have, I think, over 30,000 downloads. And I keep forgetting to ask the audience, the people that listen to me on a regular basis, please go leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the broadcast. Evidently, somebody loves it. 30,000 downloads. Okay. Yes. So happy third quarter to you. I hope and pray that you are having an amazing week. This is the last week in July. Make sure you make it impactful. Make sure you make yourself stand out, and make sure you profit significantly in this third quarter. If you need some assistance one-on-one, go to toexcelwithnichelle.com. I have tons of complimentary resources. I have tons of tools to help you start, market, grow, and profit in your business. And feel free to always DM me on Instagram, and I'll reach back to you if you got any questions or anything of that nature. Okay. So again, thanks for being a part of the family of the People Connect podcast, and we will talk with you soon. Make it a blessed and profitable day.